Yo, this is Weird Distant Messengers podcast. I'm Moe.
I'm Mike. I know I'm fucking up bad this morning.
Fuck it, we gonna keep rolling, man. This is Work Media Sundays. My dog Drew couldn't make it, so we got my dog Seth on the boards. How you feeling, my brother? And that's cool. How y'all fellas feeling, man?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Feel good outside.
Damn, bro.
Stumbling over some shit, man.
Yeah, this must be there's somebody talking about me somewhere, man. Gotta be. Man,
headband too tight.
Yeah. Hey man, I got that Miami loss on my head last night, man. That's all it is, man. I'm really gonna deep dive.
I mean, I really wouldn't feel bad about that shit, to be honest with you. Y'all still a good team. I mean, but they're just that good.
Yeah, it's the defense, man, more for me, man. Them niggas is like, I'm watching this shit, I'm like, bro, like,
these niggas getting beat one-on-one coverage.
like, what is this? Like,
oh, the one that had me tripping was when the wide receiver on y'all team didn't even fight for the touchdown in the end zone. Like, how you let that corner get that great of a position? And you looking for a flag? No, sir.
You're in Clemson, my nigga.
You like 6'4". What are you talking about?
You need to fight that.
Exactly.
I ain't really, I ain't gonna.
Yeah, so outside of that, you had a pretty good night?
Yeah, it was pretty good, man. My parents in town, so everybody, getting drunk and shit. You know how that go when people come visit. So it is what it is, man. Yeah, man. It was a pretty good Saturday, though, man. How was yours, man?
Pretty good, man. Can't complain, man. I'm just feeling I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, more,
All right.
That's all I can say, man.
It's a developing case here. But, hey, man, so what we getting into, man? See, so last week we had a little in-depth conversation about the Tory and Meg, situation, and they came out probably a couple of days right after that,
was that
Tory,
Thursday?
Yeah,
Thursday,
probably
Friday?
Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. That indeed Tory is being charged with the assault of Meg Thee Stallion. Before we get into this, like, I don't want it to seem like we just harping on this, but it's like it's got to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
we were gonna spend too much time on it like we did last time because we had new developings happen.
Right.
He got charged with assault, facing 22 years. He's doing court Tuesday for these charges, so most likely, of course, is gonna go to trial. So hey, we'll see what happens, man. What's your thoughts? I see a lot of people saying. I saw a lot of people saying, "Yeah, where's all the people who said he's charged now? Like, where y'all at and all this stuff?" And it's just like, I mean,
that don't really solve nothing either, man. Like,
what do you think is gonna happen? Let me ask you that. What do you think is gonna happen?
I don't know. Like, that's the thing. Like, we don't know how this gonna turn out. Like, we don't know who's coming, who's gonna be called to the stand. Like, we don't know. Exactly how this can break down. So it's like, with this, like, I just gotta play it how it comes. Really, like, I don't know. I shouldn't really know how this is gonna happen. Like, we don't know. With the best friend, if she's gonna be involved in this, proceedings. Like, we just don't know. So I can't really say like, oh, this is exactly how it's gonna go. Like, I don't know.
As far as me, man, I don't think nothing's changed on my end as far as like what happened. I did see like a lot of takes on it. I saw my son go live talking about it. He had his own views on it. The only thing I really didn't agree with was the fact that like he was apologizing to black women on behalf of us for not believing her, and it's like at the end of the day, my nigga.
Did this?
Yeah. So it's like the end of the day, my nigga. Like, we still don't know what happened. I don't think it has anything to do with apologizing to black women. It's just a isolated situation. And again, bringing up Breonna Taylor's of the world, attaching it to this, to me, like I said last week, I mean, it still feels inaccurate, doesn't align. I'm just glad Meg's safe more than anything. We just got to see how it plays out. If you got 4 people in the car, I'll tell you this, I would feel like he did it. I would feel like he did if it was just them 2 in the car. To be honest with you,
people in the car, so you don't really know.
Nobody else has spoken up and talking on it. Like I said, number one thing for me is always going to be her friend. That's it. That's just going to be the thing for me. Like, She has not defended her. She hasn't said anything. So it's kind of hard for me to believe it. I'm not saying that just because I'm saying I find it hard to believe, not saying that I believe Tory. He could be lying. Just because he said he didn't do it don't mean that he didn't do it.
Right. That's why I'm at.
That's my basis for this whole shit. To
I
be
don't
honest
know
with you.
I don't know what's gonna happen now. So that's why like we really just gotta.
We just never seen nothing like this before.
We just gotta wait and see like exactly how.
And like you said, if he go down for this shit, then fuck him. Ain't nothing hard for me to say about that shit. To be honest with you, like it is what it is. But you know, you saw his dad said the other day.
No.
So his dad basically like just put out a prayer for him on Instagram, like basically just like, you know, son, you gonna get through this. Don't even worry about it. This, that, and the third. You know, he put out his little statement on Twitter, like to his fans. So it sounded like to me the nigga really prepared to take this shit to court. Now, if he pleads out, what's your thoughts on that? A lot of people saying if he takes a plea, then he's pretty much guilty. Could you agree with that?
That's why I say like we gotta see exactly how this break down in court.
Mm-hmm.
What's being said on both sides, and you gotta make your own. You know, you gotta form.
So you gotta get the details first before.
I need details and it's gonna come like you know as this breaks down, we're gonna see what one side says, what the other side says, who gets on the stand and says what they say, and we gotta go off that like you know if it's like. If it's one side saying one thing and that make a lot of sense, and then one side say one thing that make a lot of sense, but you know, like you say, Tory might still end up getting a short end of the stick. You know, if we want to call it that, I don't really know what to say. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta see how this shit play out, man. And like you said, like we don't know what this friend gonna say. I don't know if they might call a bodyguard back into play. Like we don't know what can happen. Like I don't know.
Is it a situation where she probably don't want to take the stand? You don't think so?
Think about it. She's a rap artist. I mean, 6ix9ine could survive it, but she from Houston. It's different.
Nah, this ain't.
She not a street nigga, man. Like all this, like all I can't do.
And she was shot. So,
But it's not that though. Like people gotta let that notion go. It ain't that. She might not want to take the stand because she don't want to go through the traumatic experience again.
And that's,
You see what I'm saying?
understandable.
That's understandable. So now if she doesn't take the stand and charges are dropped, I mean in court of public opinion, it's still gonna look like he did the shit. But if it does go to a trial, she's gonna have to take the stand. And then on top of that, like me and Mo said months ago, her Instagram video of her saying it's a lot of things that would not work in her favor.
Yeah, because she get on the stand and dude say, well, shit, on this video, you say you had your back turned, so how do you know who shot you? You don't know if that can be said. Like, we really don't. I don't know. We don't know who did it.
I'm still sticking with what I think happened.
you saw that her friend and her unfriended each other on.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I think her friend shot her.
No, I don't think so. I think it was a struggle over the gun. I don't know who pulled it out, but that's my based off of where she got hit and everything. I don't know.
She probably pulled it out, and that nigga was like, "Yo, put the fucking gun up, put the gun up," and they started fighting over it, and then pow.
Could have.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't
Could have
know
been.
how it happened.
I don't know. That's just my theory. I'm not saying my theory right. Yeah.
Yeah, either way.
It's got to play out. We might not find out the verdict of this shit till 2021. To be honest with you, this shit might cases get pushed back so much, and it's just like I don't know. A lot of people looking at the charges thing like it's a like, boom, this nigga's done. It's like, bro, yeah. And then on top of that, it's weird to me that you will wait 3 months, being at the fact that you had all this evidence from the jump. Why are you waiting 3 months? You had the gun. You had a hospital records. It's just odd to me. It shouldn't have took that long for you to even charge. Like I said, a week after we talked about it, I'm like, okay, why this thing ain't locked up? They got everything they needed. This is before her Instagram live video. So you charging him now 3 months later? And let's be real, most of the time when somebody get charged late, it's either police or a motherfucker they ain't got enough evidence on. I'm just being real.
Could be the state too, because you know if she didn't want to press charges, the state will pursue. It don't have to.
Yeah, and then on their end, it don't take them that long. They don't need her for them to press charges. They only need her for a conviction. If it was to get that far, you see what I'm saying? Is it 3 months? 3 months? That's odd to me.
Either way, when I heard about it, I thought it was just recklessness on everybody's part, because obviously
It shouldn't even have went down like that.
they was fucking with each other. I saw them boy in the pool, and I was like, damn, this nigga Tory is living his life. After all the quarantine radio, I was starting to actually like this nigga.
I mean, yeah, he put it all out. He put it all out on the record that they had a relationship. He was fucking around with the friend too.
Hate.
So, hey,
I'm hate.
he's still willing to work the shit out too.
I'm hate.
So I don't know. What you think, Mo?
I gotta see how this play out, man. That's all I can really say. Like, I don't want to go out on the limb and say anything. I want to because with cases like this, like, I need to see what's been said based off evidence. I need to see evidence. Like, I just need to, I don't want to say nothing and then, the complete opposite of that happened, and I'm like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Exactly, like,
They know
this.
the truth of the ones that was there that night, and that's the way.
Yeah. Hey man,
Hey,
just gotta
man.
wait. We just gotta wait and see.
For
We just gotta
real.
wait and see what happens from that. But it is interesting. I'm definitely interested to see how this shit play out in court for sure. Like I think they went and picked him up while he was doing a video shoot. I don't know if that was an exact accurate video. I'm just going off of what I saw on the timeline. So I don't know, man. It's just something we never seen before. And for that shit to come that timely like that, like right after her Saturday Night Live performance, like that was just very telling to me. I don't
And
know.
he just dropped the video right before that.
Yeah, he did drop a new
I mean,
video.
that's what I'm saying. Like, these two people are still working. They're still advancing their career. So it's like, to add this on there, plus everything going on around the globe. Period. Everybody's still dealing with that. So it's gonna be interesting, man. That's all I can really say. It's gonna be interesting to see how it play out.
So we had the Camilla and Pence debate. What you think about that?
I kind of got the same sentiments about the presidential debate. Like, it's kind of the same shit. You know what I'm
Pence
saying?
ain't answering out one question 100%.
Yeah.
That was hitting you with all emotional responses.
Yeah.
This country and these people have dog. Answer the fucking question about the economy, nigga. We don't give a fuck about all this performance. His shit was so performative. I'm like, this shit here is some performative bullshit. Her for the most part too.
Yeah.
I really wasn't moved by either
Nobody's
one.
really talking about her policy. It's talking about how she rolling her eyes and, rolling her neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, make her, it's the mean.
Should have asked her how you felt about rolling with somebody you called a racist.
Yeah.
That would have been a good question to ask.
You
aligning yourself with somebody you called a racist?
you said this man was a racist. You said, you poked at the fact that he might be a pedophile. Like, you said shit like this. So how all of a sudden this is your man's? You know what I'm saying? And you more qualified than this nigga. So how all of a sudden, you go from pointing those fingers. Those are big fingers to point at somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And now essentially, like, he won over you now. So, of course, if you ask for certain people these questions, you a coon and shit like that. So for the most part, I wasn't even on the TL during that debate. Like, I just was, peeking in and out. It is what it is. I didn't pick that battle that night.
Yeah. You see, a lot of people they was getting people out the paint for that fly shit too. Remember the girl who said, "Oh, the fly is."
Quit playing with our people, man. Like,
Yeah.
I saw one chick was like, that's the fly that flew on Pence's head was an ancestor. Don't do that.
Someone said the fly is Pence's only black friend. Oh, so we flies now. You're getting them at the paint. Then you always got the one person. As a black person, I wasn't offended. Shut your coon ass up.
Shut up, man. Shut up.
I'm sick of niggas, man.
I'm tired of these niggas, bro. Like, I really am, bro.
Like this
that
shit.
ancestor shit, I was like, what? Like,
What are the
what you
ancestors?
talking
No,
about?
ancestors are way more. Ancestors ain't playing with y'all niggas over the
Not
last. If
playing
you
with
look
y'all
over the
niggas,
last
man.
3-4 months,
We up. They putting up numbers on the board.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, y'all keep playing around if y'all want to. This is not a joke, bro.
you know what I said? I saw the other day that was crazy. Somebody said chakras are not real. Horoscopes are not real. Ancestors are not real. Only thing real is God or some shit like that. I'm like, all right,
You keep playing.
all right.
See how your sleep go tonight.
Keep playing with this energy out here. It
Keep
always
playing
come
with
back.
this energy,
It come back
bro.
at the wrong time too.
Like, like, it's certain, like, us as like humans, we see. I'm not trying to get too deep right here, so I ain't gonna really say too much, but we see and hear at a certain frequency, right? Like, it's certain like forms of light that we can't see and hear at certain frequencies. So that lets you know that there's shit going on around you that you can't see or hear. So I'm just gonna leave that at that.
Pour it on him,
Yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is,
Tip
man.
of the iceberg.
That's the tip of the iceberg. So you telling me we can only see at a certain degree, and it's and certain things that are you know living beings are on their own frequencies. You get what I'm saying? Like that just lets you know what time it is, bro. I say all to say this, bro. Quit playing with our ancestors, man. Y'all clearly not our
Big facts.
y'all not y'all ancestors for real. Cause our ancestors was leading rebellions and you know slitting our oppressors' throats and you know standing on you know state grounds with loaded assault rifles and shit like that, demanding equality. Y'all not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all niggas want to line dance with police and you know you want to be accepted and you know when y'all do get in these positions where y'all can't hold it down, y'all don't hold it down. So you right, y'all not y'all ancestors. So,
You know, as I get older, man, I start to see shit for what it really is out here, man. Like a lot of shit that I grew up like being taught and being taught to believe in was such bullshit, dog. It was such bullshit, man. It's just like, and like I said, I'm not knocking nobody's beliefs or whatever. Like, but to me, I'm just stating my opinion on it, and it's just like, man, like maybe I was just meant to go through that as a child.
yeah. No, you gotta go through certain things so
Really see
you can
shit.
have a formulated opinion on it. It's like, no, I was there, so it's, I can't really, you know.
That's all I was thinking about what David Banner talk about, like when it come to our people, and he used a computer analogy, and he was like, imagine you take a computer and you upload a program on it, and the shit just start fucking up. Are you gonna blame the computer or are you gonna blame the programmer
Right.
when it start fucking up? It's just like a virus that was automatically uploaded to the computer, but you mad at the computer, but essentially, could you be mad at the computer? It's only doing what it was programmed to do.
Yeah.
So so I understand with some of them outside the outlandish shit where it's kind of hard for them to break certain ideologies and shit like that. You know, somebody asked on Twitter the other day. It was a real funny post. I think I actually reposted the people I had ideologies of. So it was like post for people that you had the same ideologies
Right.
of, or use for people to describe the ideologies that you subscribe to.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it was like Malcolm X, Umar, Patrice O'Neal, and Bernie Mac.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, I'm like, man, as soon as I put that shit, I said, man, let me go watch Patrice O'Neal, Elephant in the Room stand up, man.
Yeah.
It's just like all four of them. I was like, those are the four people for me that I subscribe to the most when it comes to like how I look at shit in the world. Is
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah,
Patrice O'Neal's that nigga though. Man.
he was needed, man. He's still needed. Bernie still needed. Those two are definitely still needed. Yeah, he is. He's missed badly. He is missed bad. He would have shut down a lot of this coonery going on too.
No,
With
for
it.
real. Patrice too.
Yeah, Patrice too.
Both
Yeah.
of them niggas, bro. Like niggas would have really been mad at them. Like you know, on
Like,
some-
what the
on
fuck
a-
is really going on here?
Yeah, like on a personal level, he would have been really getting at niggas, bro.
And it's like, as a kid, I really didn't see how much Bernie really subscribed and appreciated him being black and within his TV show.
Right.
When I look at it as an adult now,
He
I
been
really
on that
see how
Kente
he
Cloud
been
wave,
on
like,
that
he been
shit.
on, like, you
He
know.
been on all like, even when it come to white people,
Yeah.
like saying the N word and shit like that, like them doing certain shit. Like, it's just like I see a lot of that shit, and
He
now
been
that
holding it down,
he
bro.
been holding
He
it down
been
before it was a
holding it down.
trend. You see what I'm saying?
That's just him. Period. Like he
That was
been
just
holding
him.
it down,
Bernie
like-
always been on that. Always been. Patrice O'Neal, same thing. Just like,
And Patrice way more blunt than Bernie.
yeah, he way more blunt than Bernie.
He-
Yeah.
Wasn't as, you know,
Yeah.
not as-
But see, the thing, he wasn't he.
To me, he would represent like the underground. If this was
Right, but he was the big dog of the underground.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
was the dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Like UGK.
yeah.
He's like the UGK of comedy. You only know about him if you fuck with
Right.
underground comedians.
And he don't, and he keep it a band. He keep it a
Like,
band, dog.
It's a different kind of bluntness with Patrice, bro. Like,
Mhm.
like you hear, he be like, dog, did this nigga really say that? But
Mhm.
you laughing because it's like
It's real
it's
shit.
real shit. But it's like you've never heard nobody say like something like that. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? So
Bro, it's just like I look at some of the shit that Malcolm and Umar. Yeah. Speaking of, y'all saw his Nick Cannon interview?
yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
I saw some highlights.
Has some highlights?
Why did Nick hold on to his interview for so long?
I have my own opinions on that.
Why is it just now coming out? Because they did this interview
October.
like this was November because they was
Oh, yeah,
talking
November.
about it like right before Black Friday
Mm-hmm.
last year. So,
Probably because he didn't want to incite. You know.
but he already did that though.
Yeah, but it's on a different
So let me get.
Oh, this is before. Hold on now. This is before the Jewish shit popped off.
But he's holding on. He held on to it. Wow.
For the exact same reason. That's the case. When these Jewish people was on your head, you rolled out that Jewish interview quick as fuck.
You had them niggas. Dog was on your show teaching
Immediately.
Immediately.
But you hold on to the Umar shit. I just find it funny.
I don't think that he had any intention. It might have been something technical. Who knows?
I don't know. It could be.
There's a lot of shit.
I just find it funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just look.
It just seemed like funny to me when you had the Jewish shit happen to you. You had no problem rolling out that interview, quick as fuck.
But you held on to that interview for a whole year.
For a whole year?
Like almost a year, bro.
Weird.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
but other than that, it was a good interview, man. It was real good. Like I really didn't find no dead space in that. Like Umar was just kicking that shit, man. Especially when he was talking about
accountability shit that he was talking about.
Yeah,
bro. Like it's easy for us to be like, well, this person did this and that to us, but
yo, even when he was talking on Trump, he's like, I don't have to like you. If I got to strike a deal with Trump to further Black power, then I'll do it. It's not about liking them. I think we get caught up in the optics saying who you gotta like. You just saying I don't have to like you. You probably do business or work with people that you don't necessarily like, but y'all do good business together. My only beef with niggas when it come to Trump is when I talk about the community as a whole. Like when niggas keep talking about, oh, he did this for what did he do? And niggas can't tell me what he's done for Black people.
Yeah, that's a
individually weird... you could have been getting money.
Yeah,
true indeed. I salute you for that. If you got more money under Trump's campaign, I salute you. You did your thing. I'm asking you, what has he done for Black people? And he has not done that. He has done nothing.
The thing is, when people who doing that, like when they say they might have been getting a lot of money under the Trump administration, and like Mike say, power up to you, fist up. But like you can't apply like the whole, well, I did it, why can't you do it thing to that? Because that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like for one, every Black person wasn't in your position to do that. So to try to make it seem like just because you as a a single case Black person might have had a personal come up during this administration, you can't say, well, I got mine. He did this for the Black community, because at the end of the day, neither one of these niggas did shit for us. So it's like you can't say, well, I made 30,000 extra dollars this year. Trump helped
do the
Black
Trump
people.
taxes or some shit like that.
Trump helped Black people. No, nigga, you got off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that didn't happen for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So
it's crazy. That just go back to what Umar was saying about the 100 millionaires comparison.
Right.
He's like, so Forbes would come out with an article that says there's 100 new Black millionaires, but there's 50 billion Black people. But very few of those 100 Black millionaires are trying to do or put back money to fight this systematic oppression and shit like that. Which is very
saying, a lot of them
all that shit is true. You see what I'm saying? It's very true. Just because you made so much money under this administration, that's cool. But what did he do for the people? And a lot of people vote selfishly. Whatever the case may be. Fine. If you vote selfishly, that's cool. Like even with Obamacare. I was not a fan of Obamacare. Not a fan of it. It hurt me. But I know somebody's grandmother might not have insurance. She got Obamacare.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You got to think, you're going to have to give and take. You're not going to get 100% what you want from a candidate. And be like, he might got this policy, or this shit might hurt me, but that could be my grandmother. You see what I'm saying? God forbid. Now you don't got the Affordable Care Act. Now what? When she got to go get her medicine or something, she got to come out full pocket? Or insurance can't pick her up? So you got to be willing to sacrifice certain things. You see what I'm saying? Like, what are you willing to compromise when it comes? And also him saying putting in the work. With the voting shit. It's more than just voting.
Right.
Like, what are you doing to further the people? You see what I'm saying? Whether it might be a business or, actually telling these people, hey, you're not just going to come up here and come to my church, sing with me, and think everything is all good. But that's what they do every time.
Both parties.
Black churches, they pull up to the Black churches, sing a couple of hymns, and then, okay, I got their vote.
Fish fry or something, everything cool. So, yeah, we see the same shit. So that's why I can't really get with this whole, such and
all
such
about
thing.
this. What you gonna give? Like Biden, Kamala talking about Biden said that he won't raise taxes for people making under $400,000. Okay, cool. That's what you say. A lot of people say a lot of things.
It always be different though when they get to where they gotta go. Like that's just what it is. That's why I said like I can't really, nobody's really saying nothing like feasible to me. So it is what it is at this point.
We need somebody around our generation, to be honest with you, to be president. That's how I really feel like Andrew Yang really should have been the one. And I'm not saying he would have gave me 100% of what I want, but his ideals are aligned with our generation's way of thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This man like 41 years old. We don't need to be having these motherfuckers who's 78, 79 years old president. Times have changed, dog. Times have changed.
He's almost 80 years old. Like Bernie Mac, like what? I mean Bernie Mac. Bernie Sanders, like what? 80?
He like 80, right? A lot of people fuck with Bernie though.
I'm saying like these dudes,
A lot of people fuck with Bernie.
It just let you know, man. It's old politics running this shit, man.
I'm tired of seeing Lindsey Graham commercials on YouTube and when I watching TV. My nigga, this shit is over for you. I'm letting you know that right now.
Jimmy Harrison just broke the record for all-time national fundraising. Nationally.
Oh yeah, he's out of here.
That boy that gave this nigga close to I'm sure he got a Billy by now, dog. That boy wanted
Yeah, he's out of there. He's out of there. I been was getting him out his ass up out of there.
Yeah.
Fact, like, cause that's where the shit got to change, like on the local level.
Count your days, bitch.
Yeah, Lindsey Graham, your days is numbered.
For real. For real, man.
Be interested to see. Trump said he not doing no virtual debate next go around.
Yeah, you can't. He can't talk over you in person. And if he can really get his shit muted, like you know what I'm saying. So that's why he ain't with that shit, man.
Man, he can't. But he gonna do that shit.
That man, he gonna keep pushing that debate back like the NFL pushing these games back until niggas get healed up.
That's crazy. We vote in less than a month. I'm definitely taking that day off.
They already got like 3 million votes in already or some shit.
I'm not doing no mail-in vote. I'm doing in person. For sure.
Man, this lets you know, man. Like this shit.
You decided how you gonna do yours?
This shit flaw as hell. I'm going to the polls. This shit flaw as hell, man. Why are we at 2020 and we still can't vote on the phones? We can register on our phones. Why we can't vote the same way?
Yeah, you're right. That should be an easy 1, 2, 3 thing.
Every time niggas get on Instagram is, different facts about voting at the top.
Man, I can't even exit out that shit. Can you?
No, you
Oh, okay. So why they got the X mark right there?
Hey, man.
I'm hitting the X button. I'm thinking something wrong with my shit.
It
I'm
works
like, bro,
sometimes. It works sometimes, but sometimes this shit would not let you like close that shit out, bro.
I'm like, bro, okay, like, I get it. What we doing here?
Hey, the algorithm already fucked up. Now you telling me I can't X out something that I don't want?
Dog,
on
this
my screen?
algorithm is trash. Why am I seeing posts from goddamn September 29th, 28th? This shit is terrible. Then when you scroll down and you finish seeing all the posts, they got suggested posts.
Then they got
Suggested
ads.
posts
Then they
or-
sliding ads in there and shit. Nah,
My nigga, you know I still don't see ads on my Instagram page.
my shit be riddled with ads, bro.
I only see ads like on my sneaker page.
I be like, bro, like, what is this, bro? Like, why y'all playing, man?
How many ads you see? Like, how often you see ads?
It done got to the point now where it be like, damn, do I follow this nigga? Oh, it's an ad. Like, that's how bad it is. Like, no, for real, like that ass.
Even in the stories, they got suggested people for you to follow now.
Suggested people, it got ads in between stories. It's like, bro, like,
Yeah, y'all doing way.
like Facebook done, like, Mark Zuckerberg, he done figured this shit out, bro. Like, that ad shit is where it's at for him, bro. For all of them niggas, honestly.
I don't know, man. That shit is just amazing. I tell you this, the carpet is rolled out when it's time to promote some voting. I mean, they just flood you with every single ad. How important it is to do this and do that. Vote, vote, vote. Well, my nigga, y'all ain't really putting nothing out here for a nigga to really vote for, to be honest with you.
They tell you everything, too, man. They tell you vote like your life depend on it.
Vote or die. I'll never forget that vote or die campaign. What was that, 04?
Yeah. Hey, man, that was Diddy, man. That was Diddy and his people, man. Well, yeah, no bitch assness. No bitch assness teas, vote or die teas. Sean John collaborations.
That vote or die campaign was super nasty, dog.
Who y'all think Diddy voted for back then while he was telling us to vote or die?
Who was running that in 04?
It was Bush and McCain, innit? No?
2004?
Who ran the 04?
It was Bush or somebody. I gotta look that up. Because I know 2000 it was Bush and Gore.
All right, that's the one that got finessed. Bush
John
and
Kerry.
John Kerry. All right.
Yeah. That wasn't shit. Who I think did he voted for? Bush.
Did he vote for Bush?
Bush. 100%. He ain't vote for no John Kerry. No. Hell no. Mm-mm.
I think he voted for Bush in 2002.
That was, I don't be surprised when black millionaires vote for motherfuckers like Trump or Mitt Romney.
Just be real with it, bro. Don't be on this whole fuck Trump and all this other shit. You're gonna vote for that man, bro.
You think YG voted for Trump?
I know for a fact he voted
You
for
think
Trump.
so?
Right?
He was going too hard with the fuck Trump shit.
Niggas who got that bread, bro, y'all voting for Trump, man. Like it was, just all y'all celebs and shit like that. It's cool.
You know Floyd did. I know Floyd did. He money first though, so I get it. Like he money first. He will look out for. He's always gonna find ways to save money and make more money. So, like I get it.
I just see Floyd say he'll get back in the ring, but he need 300 M's. He need that.
He's worth that.
Yeah.
To be honest, he get 5. He get 5. Pat just got 5. Patrick, my homeboy, he just got 5. You think it's gonna be a wash in the election, or you think Trump's gonna win again? Honestly,
I think Biden might take an L. But I don't want to see us be blamed for Biden taking the L. Because there's way more white voters than black voters. I don't get this whole,
that's why I be trying to figure out why is everybody told the black vote. My nigga, it's ain't but so much of us in this country.
It's easy to harp on,
It's 360 million people in this country. We only make up 3% of that.
Like they want to tell us, black people, black men specifically, it always comes down to dividing us. So it go from, well, this much black people didn't vote. All right, y'all already alienated us, so now we picking on black people. Then they go, out of that black people, it was this many Republicans. So now it's black people, black on black Republicans versus black Democrat. Then it's, well, these black Republican men vote. They voted more for Trump. Okay, then it go from just black men Republicans to black men. Hey, all you guys voted for Trump, and y'all let y'all women down. What?
Pick a side. You gotta pick a side, man. That's how I look at it. It'd be interesting to see, but I think we'll wake up November 4th and this motherfucker's out of there. Honestly. Because I know some good bit of Republicans ain't fucking with him neither. And if he get another 4 years, Twitter's going to be crazy.
It's going to be the same shit how it was in 2016.
Yeah, I wasn't on Twitter 2016.
Oh, I'm scared. What are we going to do? It was a lot of mixed. It was a lot of.
I did see some of that energy on Facebook.
It was a lot of mixed reactions, man. It was a lot of people really sulking in this shit. It's cool if you feel that way. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be scared and all that other shit. But I'm not scared to live here. You know what I'm saying? All of this talk of niggas moving and leaving here. And I think it was, matter of fact, it was Mech. Shout out Mech, he in the other room. But we had a conversation and he was why are people talking about leaving here when, your lineage built this shit? You know what I'm saying? What you leaving for? Where you going? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's still your shit too. Just how these people, these poor white people who don't got shit to their name, barely got teeth in their mouth, they feel like they more entitled to shit than you. But at the end of the day, your people built this shit. You know what I'm saying? The foundations of this shit now are on the backs of our families. So how you gonna feel like you just gonna leave based on, more white people voting for Trump? You know what I'm saying? I just don't get that shit. We still got work to do here. I'm not gonna stop what I gotta do, stop what I'm doing to fight the Canada. There's racists in Canada too. So what we gonna do then? You know what I'm saying?
Racist everywhere.
There's racists everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather do what I got going on here. You know what I'm saying? And just upping and leaving. Trump not making me. I'm not that pussy. Trump not running me off my block, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I've been here my whole life.
Serious.
You know what I'm saying? So, I used to be damn, do we supposed to be here still? What's going on, man?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I think about bro, Nah, like we built this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga,
Like,
we damn near invented everything.
yeah, like we're owed a lot of shit here. Like for us to just up and leave that, like that just feel like that's counterproductive.
Trillions of dollars.
So,
I ain't talking billions.
I don't really
Trillions.
have that outlook till me and Meg like talked about that. Like I don't even
Yeah.
think he know that, but yeah, like we're old shit here. Like we built this shit. Like why, like a orange 70-year-old white man not making me like drop none of that shit. No, dead ass like. Yeah, it's been the
Yeah.
same, but like always, like as we've been shown that our people do, we adapt and go big on it. So like, why stop now? So that's just where I'm at with that.
Let me ask you this question. And Umar brought this up. I'm gonna ask you because you got a child that's in school. So he was talking about Ritalin and how it's like damn near like a molecule away from being like crack and shit like that, right? So I never thought about how serious the ADHD situation was when it came to school and kids and them just prescribing a drug. But then he was also mentioning about how you'll send a black father who's selling crack to jail, but you'll give Ritalin, that's a molecule away from being crack, for him to sit down and be able to learn lessons. Like
You're subduing these children. You're
so if a
subduing
teacher
them.
came to you and said that, Milo is having like difficulties and da 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 da, and they subscribe her, well, they tell you like, she probably should get on Ritalin or something like that. How would you feel? How you feel about that?
Nah, we're not doing none of that. Maybe it's just,
I don't think it be that deep, to be honest.
it don't be that deep. These teachers, what happens is a lot of these teachers, they play the racial shit. So it's like they don't want to take the time to further stimulate these kids, like to really find out, like, what piques they learn an interest. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the easy way out. Like, well, he bad. I'm gonna place this bad tag on him, and just keep complaining,
Just shoot him up with drugs.
and shoot him up with drugs and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like that happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to talk about that or like come to grips with it, but that does happen. Like a lot of these kids are targeted and placed on these drugs unnecessarily.
Especially black.
Yeah, and it alters them like growing up. Like I've been knew about like the dangers of Ritalin and shit like that, but I didn't.
What are like some side effects?
I didn't know specifically how it was, one molecule away from crack cocaine. That's crazy, but like it's not surprising. Because I seen some of the side effects was like,
They say it can affect you having children.
yeah, like it can sterilize you, like it can do all kind of shit to you, like shit. Wow, man. So like, how's that even like cool to give to the kids? Like how?
That should be taken as serious just as opioids, in my opinion.
I mean, but it's not gonna be taken that seriously because a lot of white kids not being placed on Ritalin. Like this only affects like inner city. Like I know a lot of kids when I was in school, like I used to hear about Ritalin being handed out to certain kids. I didn't know who they were, but I used to hear about that shit. But that's only I only heard about this going on in inner city schools. Like I don't be hearing about Ritalin being prescribed out in the suburbs and the affluent areas and shit like that. They actually take the time to see what's lacking for these kids like being stimulated. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be understanding.
Like I look at it, I'm not too familiar with it. I just thought it was interesting that he broke it down like that. It then spoke about how much money they made off it, like 30 billion or some shit like that. That's a lot of fucking money, man. But a lot of this shit go back to money at the end of the day. I also saw this. Me and my boy was talking the other day, and I'm gonna shift gears a little bit. Talking about police brutality and like how they be settling. So like I really didn't know that a lot of police departments basically be getting bonds from insurance companies when they settle police brutality cases. So imagine a police department. I'll use Breonna Taylor's family, for example, getting $12 million, right? And they could charge them upwards to like 31% on that. That's a money grabber. So essentially, what incentive do they have for this shit to stop? Now imagine if it was 30 million, 40 million. At the end of the day, a lot of this shit just go back to money, man. It's a nasty way of thinking. Like I actually have an article that I shared on Twitter, matter of fact, and it breaks down different years and what certain departments did as far as like settling these cases. I hear most police departments have money already set aside for the year for shit like that.
Mm.
But a lot of these police
So
departments are getting bonds,
it's like a loss prevention budget kind of.
basically. But these motherfuckers getting money from insurance companies,
Right.
and the insurance companies are on top charging them. So it's just like it's a huge money grab when it comes to this police brutality shit, man.
They just rotating the money basically.
Rotating the money.
Mm. Shady dealings, man.
That's some nasty shit, man. Like, so at the end of it, I said, but damn, cause this shit really ain't never gonna stop, huh? All they can do is give us some commercials,
Yeah, commercials and
BLM.
more teas and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas really don't want that shit, though. They don't want change. They don't. They want to be accepted.
I want some shit that holds value. That my kids gonna be good. My kids gonna be good. We talking about reparations. Yeah, yeah.
You're right.
But they don't want to give us that shit.
Appreciated over time. We built everything. We built fucking roads, bro.
Yeah,
Them cobblestone roads got all of that shit.
yeah.
We built.
Built on the backs of my ancestors. Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing that all of that ironwork we built all over this country. Look, Philip Simmons is right from back. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, guess what? Niggas just want to be accepted. Our ancestors would have been burned this bitch down.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Like I
man.
said, dog. At the end of the day, as more and more time go on, ain't shit gonna change until we really get somebody or people within our local communities to really, open up them pockets. Basically, man. I'm not just talking about in terms of money. I'm talking about shit that really holds value, land, businesses. Like shit. There's no reason why we shouldn't have a percentage. I think I might have mentioned this before on shit that we done invented before as a people, or at least the families.
Mm-hmm.
Used to saying a white person came along and hijacked the motherfucker. They people is good. It's also I find interesting too. Even like in terms of education, right? So I remember Umar also had mentioned before in an old interview, is like, Becky doesn't have to worry about going to college because when her daddy retired, when he passed away, she gonna be running the business.
Right. She already
So
got
now
some
on top of that, black people gotta go to college. We might not even get the motherfucking job after we college and we get the degree. But you got Becky over here who just chilling under her daddy, who gonna go ahead and take over the Fortune 500 company, and she already blowing away money as she growing up as a child. We always gonna be behind. Anytime we tried in history to get ahead of the 8 ball, we always been set back. Always. Tulsa, Rosewood, they burn them shits down.
even now, like how they, even down to how like now, like I've been reading like recently I've been seeing how like in the real estate market like
Mm-hmm.
how like it's certain people like misappraising people's property on purpose. Like this one black lady, she saved up her money, bought her a condo. She felt like it was time to let it go based on the market. In her area, she went and got it appraised, and one dude appraised her damn near 100K off. And she got it appraised again, but this time she took down all her pictures in the house, had a white front, and that shit was almost up 100K. So it's like it's shit that we gotta navigate every day in every walks of
I
life.
see it in the car business, bro.
Exactly.
When a black person comes to the door, if they're not financially savvy enough, nigga, they will run
Yeah.
amok on them niggas, dog. Amok. When I say interest rate, they don't pay attention to shit. They're just looking at, I just want my payment to be this. You're not looking at how much they're charging you for that.
Yeah.
Or your appraisal on a car or anything. They
You already done left upside down on that car.
Mm.
rates is the biggest thing with our people. They'll run. I see that shit.
You said rates?
Rates. People don't get interest. They don't get interest rates. They don't understand principal or residual values and shit like that.
Yeah, so they making a payment. They don't understand that this money is going more towards the interest versus the principal. Yeah.
And that's what always fucks us over. And even when we educate ourselves, it's like they still try. So even the ones who are educated, that's why people make a big deal about what they're getting on a rate. But I can promise you, a lot of people they don't give a fuck because when they know when they hear, oh, I can get that,
They sold.
they sold. They don't even care about the rest of it. They just want to drive off with the car.
And you could be paying on that motherfucker for a long time. You ain't putting nothing towards the
If you're not
principal.
financially savvy enough to pay attention to the paperwork, then you won't make it through. And I hate that shit. And that's one of the reasons why I do what I do, so I can help our people, because I don't like them to do stupid, like, you won't many Negroes?
Yeah, because you imagine you.
6 figures, like 110,
Yeah.
115 a year,
Mhm.
and they got so much money tied up in car payments. Though I'm talking about 5 and 6 grand. So if you're getting 100, you making close to 10 grand a month.
Mhm.
You tying up 60% of your income in vehicles, bro.
And just to think about that, take a
Not
500.
equity in value of
Yeah.
real estate and shit that depreciates.
And shit that depreciate. Yeah.
So we don't even understand the philosophy of capitalism.
And then even on top of that, you have people who don't even understand. They could think making a let's say $550 car payment, right? They don't understand about probably 400 that is going towards interest. Only 100 that going towards the principal. So you paying all these years and you thinking you knock it down on the principal, and you still owe the other shit. But a lot of people don't know that though.
A lot of the system that does have a, so for that percentage of them guys that I meet, a lot of them are in a lower credit bracket.
Mm.
They can't even qualify for the rate that they need. Even when they got the money, they got the finances, but they don't have the credit. That's why it's a built system to classify.
So even if they put X amount of dollars down, they still.
Always going to hold more. Like for instance, when I made a mistake on my credit, I guarantee you it's going to hold more weight on me being an African American working than it would the next white guy.
So it really.
He comes from a family of great credit.
So you basically saying.
That they are aware of that stuff. They teach their kids that they hand their stuff down. What do we do?
Mm-hmm.
Throw our shit away. We don't invest.
Put them in the wolves. Yeah.
We don't invest in ourselves.
So basically what you're saying
put a bill
is-
in your little man name, or then fucking set up already.
These are the shit.
So basically what you're saying is like it don't matter how much money you putting down, you still not gonna get the interest rate that you want.
No, you can get it if you apply for the credit. If you can meet the credit tier. Credit is everything.
Mm-hmm.
You can make fucking $500,000. If your credit is shit, a nigga gonna charge you a shit ton of interest.
A shit ton of interest.
What
Mm.
you gonna do? Or you just not gonna buy it?
Or you're not gonna buy the car. Yeah.
That's the way it works. But that's how they keep you. That's another behind the eight because we didn't have no. Whoever taught me. I didn't even learn about credit till after I was out of high school.
Damn sure learned about it after high school. Yeah.
Right.
And then by then, I'm running through my shit, thinking, oh yeah, my shit's straight. All this credit, all these credit cards, all this debt I accumulate. Because they encourage you, go and get a credit card so you can build credit when you're young.
Mhm.
That shit, knowing that you're going to be frivolous with this money. So it's a setup for failure. It's a setup for death.
Give an 18-year-old a 5K limit or some shit like that.
Too much freedom to begin with. So how the hell are we supposed to know how to delegate that money and deal with it and be financially stable? They have nobody to show me that shit.
You gotta start with your kids young. If you have kids or nephews, anything like that, you just gotta start them. It starts now, basically. Like, you know, of course, we the generation that didn't learn that shit in school. So as we come up now, we might have nieces, nephews, kids. You just gotta start them young. They show kids everything else at an early age. Get it embedded in their head. Remember I show you that Jimmy Neutron clip
Yeah.
where I never caught on to that shit.
And
Never
I
caught,
saw
even with the
every-
Arthur shit.
I saw every episode. Was that a real Arthur clip though?
Mm-hmm.
When they was saying nigger, like that's real?
He was saying knitter.
Okay.
He was saying knitter.
Nah, you right.
Knitter,
All right.
knitter.
Yeah, but yeah.
Then the time frame, he was way back in the 1800s. Like,
Yeah,
come on, man.
Yeah.
Y'all know what y'all
yeah.
doing. And I was surprised because I was a huge Arthur fan. Huge. I had all the
Arthur?
books, everything.
Huge Arthur and Jimmy Neutron fan.
Every
Like,
time
when
a book fair came around, I
Oh,
wanted
yeah.
Arthur books.
Yeah. I just don't.
That shit was crazy, right?
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Like that Jimmy.
But the
Neutron.
kids see that and they start repeating that shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, like, come on, dog.
Yeah.
And I was like, dog, I never caught on to that. Jimmy Neutron shit was out of pocket.
That was very out of pocket. But I don't even remember seeing. I think I seen every.
That Jimmy
episode.
Neutron shit was out of pocket, bro. She sounded just like that. Mocking that shit, dog.
I need some fried chicken. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm. That's how they do us, man.
Hey,
That's how they
bruh,
fucking do
these
us.
cartoons is crazy, bro. I don't even remember seeing that, and I feel like I've seen every episode of Jimmy Neutron, but
You know what else was funny that I saw on the TL? Switch gears a little bit too on this.
what's up, man?
You know the video that went viral of the dude buying the flowers and the Epsom salt.
Yeah.
And then making the bath in the foot massage thing and all that.
Candles and all that.
And you know everybody was like, where is this man at? Where is this man at? Come to find out he doing it for white women. You know who got blamed for that?
Black men.
Niggas. And I'm gonna say this shit right now. Don't blame him. Salute him like you do Serena Williams.
Mm.
Salute him like you did Serena Williams.
And Eve.
Maybe he came across some black women who wasn't strong enough for him. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying, every time these niggas get with white women, we're blamed for it. But when black women get with white men, it's like, I'm just throwing a spade. And this is just, I don't want to argue with no black woman. I'm done arguing with black women. I'm just calling a spade, man. This man doing all this shit for this white women. Now we getting blamed for the shit. Like, come on, man. I just found that funny and interesting.
It's funny you say that. A young lady just told me she wouldn't talk to me if I ever talked to a white girl. Do you like white girls? It's like, I don't particularly like the color. I like people.
Mm-hmm.
What, you ever mess with a white girl? I don't.
She checking your whole facts.
She check it.
Exactly. Like, what constitutes?
She's trying to see if that. She was looking for that ding, man.
Yeah.
That
Everybody
ding
got their own preferences. Me personally, bro, I ain't fucking with no white girl. Point blank, period. Yeah. Yeah, that's your right to do so. You saying I'm not knocking it. I just found that video, the way that video just went so crazy, and then the aftermath of it was hilarious, bro. It was hilarious. It was funny as fuck. But I love y'all, black women. I'm just saying that was an alley oop. That was an alley oop right
Can you
there.
be pro-black if you're just like just experimenting, or do you lose?
You can be pro-black and experiment. I don't think you can be pro-black and married to a white woman, though. I don't think so. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, that's scientifically proven. Yeah.
I'm just talking. I'm not
People are like the old positive.
right. Yeah, I'm
culture
talking not from a reproductive. I'm just saying, like, if a black man or a black woman decide, like, before she get married, she just want to, experience, different.
Yeah, but be pro-black?
But still.
Yeah. I think so. Not married, though. Not married. Not married. I don't think you could be.
You
can try to eliminate, but
I used to be.
Don't set no booth up right there.
You know what's so crazy though? I used to think opposite of that. I used to think you could, but when I think of it, because at the end of the day, it would have been more beneficial for you to be with a black person. Now, if you just out here single doing your thing, no, you could be pro-black and be out here mingling. But essentially married, no, I don't think so. No, you can't. I don't think so. No, you gotta be with a black person.
You shouldn't be speaking on that at all.
No, because you married a white person. Why? You could have easily you could have reproducted a 100% black person, even though that your child is still gonna be black, but they still got that pink in them. You see what I'm saying?
They had Diana Ross. They had Diana Ross. Like, I guess she was on a trip. Like, she had all her family and shit, and it was like, damn.
She's mixed.
I'm about to get to that. They was like, damn. Like, if you really look at it, like from her older kids on down, like they white now. Like it was Tracy.
Tracy, daddy is white.
No, Tracy all black, right? Tracy look all black to me.
Tracy, I think her father. I think she really did get with some friend. I can't remember who she got with when she had.
Tracy L's Ross daddy white.
I think it was.
I thought the siblings under her was
The
mixed,
son, the
like,
son, daddy white.
Yeah, dog. And of ATL, he mixed, like.
Oh, his daddy white.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
I didn't know that.
All of them on down, it's like it's like white after him,
Oh,
like
damn.
for real,
Yeah, I
like
didn't know that.
like bone straight hair and all, like they white, like damn. I'm like, what the hell going on here, like
That's crazy,
like
Mo.
Diana
You break
Ross
it down
supposed to
like
have
that.
like if you think about like she's supposed to have a black like family, bro. Like this is the Rosses that we're talking about here, like
Yeah, black excellence.
Like,
Yeah.
so, like I know, man, but that's her. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking her, but I'm just saying, like, it's funny how you can. It really look like you can, like, damn near whitewash your family, like. Hey man, I ain't gonna speak on the king right now, but yeah.
Hey, he's still my nigga, though.
Yeah, he's still my dog. Like, Diana Ross is still Diana Ross, but it's like, damn, like.
Consider you a true wholesome black person if you don't have at least one Michael Jackson in your catalog, bro. At least something.
I would throw somebody under the. I would throw somebody under the bus right now, but I'm not going to do that. But I know somebody who is not a fan of Michael Jackson. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say who it is though. I'm not gonna say who it is.
Somebody was playing Mike Jackson.
I'm like, come on, man, you don't like Mike? But on the flip side, they love Prince. You know what I'm saying? But they do not fuck with Michael Jackson like at all. So I could kind of get with that a little bit more. But no Michael Jackson.
1996 is what I fuck with. Anything after that, I don't even.
Who, Mike?
Michael.
I mean, yeah, because he was past his prime at that point.
It wasn't him. Nah, that was some other person. I don't know what they did with Mike. They done killed him and cloned him and all that shit. They was cloning fucking sheep when I was in elementary school, nigga. They was cloning.
This nigga Seth is wild, man.
This boy cloned him.
Hey man, he still came back 01, you know, with Rock
Mike,
My
yeah,
World,
right.
man,
Well, yeah,
Butterflies.
Mike was still in his bag with that 01 album.
Yeah,
Invincible?
That
Yeah, that was
01
Invincible.
run that was a good run.
Are your direct DNA, bro? Think about that.
I did see Gemini, so I ain't gonna really say too much.
So why did they kill him though? Why they kill him? Why would he?
Because he had too much power.
Mike had a lot of power.
Anybody that can bring us together as one is always going to be a threat.
But this is clone
Even
though.
on a
His
lower
clone.
level, even on a lower level. So if you practice chakras, you look at Pac and Big, they're on a lower realm. Them boys.
Oh, so you 100% believe this clone shit? You ain't trolling.
I'm not really trolling. I think it's I don't say that anything is impossible. Just because we don't fathom the technology, don't mean it don't exist.
Oh yeah,
And
there's
they don't use it.
it's technologies that we don't know about. That's crazy.
Back in the 50s and 60s,
Mhm.
think about that. What are we going to say now when we're 50 and 60 years old and they're talking about these times of what they were?
I still think that was Michael Jackson throughout his whole life, though.
It probably was, but I like to just.
Now we talking about some other shit now, like how they did other things to him. Possibly, I'm with that, but I don't.
Yeah, I'm not going. I can't get with the clone
I
shit.
don't know about the clone shit.
I can't get with the clone
Not
shit.
saying that cloning don't exist now because I've seen it. Yeah, like
Because in my opinion, Mike would still be alive if that's the case.
yeah, like
And they killed this man. Mike had a lot of fucking power, man. Sony, like, come on, man.
he owned everybody's masters, bro. Like
The Beatles. He told him to his face though. It wasn't. See, that's I don't like when Paul McCartney that clip be going around acting like he didn't know.
he knew about
Because
that
Mike
shit.
told you, he's like, bro, I'm gonna buy your music one day. That's the most valuable thing that you can have in the music industry is your masters. That's money coming in every month.
Sample a movie, a commercial.
Constant bread.
Them boys say Mike was at the We Are the World recording session. Like I'm about to buy all these niggas shit.
Nigga track like he was a monster. It wasn't like you didn't know. He told you.
He knew about it.
And now look where that shit is at. His kids. His kids and kids are gonna be eating forever.
Buy all y'all shit. Fuck it, I'll just buy the whole shit.
But you know what? I don't feel no way about the Beatles because I just watched Sting clean up Juice World whole royalties and masters for that one song. So
Come on, man.
and he was talking Cash Money shit too. Like, yeah, my kids gonna be straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, your kids been straight. But
You talking about Sting, man? Like,
Yeah.
come on, man.
yeah, he's been knighted over there. Like, so like, yeah.
But
like,
you get on
know,
Juice World about.
but
Come
you-
on, man.
Yeah, it's about their pay. Yeah.
But see, that's why it should happen on the flip side for all these notable black artists. Yeah, and if a white artist using my shit, I want that. I don't give a fuck if it's 50 Cent. Give me that.
That's this devil's
Run me that.
the world.
That's what I'm saying.
That's our story, that's our plight, and it's always gonna be that way until we learn that we have.
And Michael Jackson kids, they better be on everybody's head about some shit. If somebody trying to run some Michael Jackson, some Beatles shit, all that shit. Yeah, run me
That'd
that.
be me because I need it all.
Yeah.
The estate family, we need it all.
Oh, you playing this Beatles song
the
on this
Jackson
video game?
estate-
No, sir.
The Jackson estate, we need it all. Oh, Sega, y'all wanna re-release the Moonwalker game? We need 50% of everything.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially video game.
You know what? Yeah, 60-40, fuck it.
Yeah,
I
60-40.
wouldn't even talk to my pops if he was here. So, nah.
I could really hit you with the 80-20 now if we being
No,
real.
on some real shit.
I really could hit you with an 80-20. I really could. That Moonwalker ain't. We talking about video game. Video game is $1 billion. That shit done made so much money now.
When I see Fortnite taking all our dances and shit, not paying niggas for these dances.
Ninja is a millionaire.
Yeah.
Y'all know Ninja, right? Ninja damn near millionaire.
If you know anything about gaming, you heard that name and you see that.
That's why I support all like the black, any black person I know who got like a Twitch account streaming.
Ooh, do it.
Games. Like I support it. Like I subscribe if I can. Like,
But think as a kid, we was so. Boy, get your ass off that video game. Now look,
I was just saying that.
I was like, oh,
you know what?
All this shit I used to
And I can't even.
get on me. Now I'm finding myself returning to them same
even our teachers used to tell us that.
profit off.
Our teachers used to tell us that you ain't got no future, ain't no future in no video games. Rot your brain.
But when it's already been proven that video games will actually help people like with their awareness and they how you
Oh, that's
say
a fact.
they
Hand-eye coordination.
hand-eye coordination, everything like.
Training little soldiers, because look at the way we're using drones and everything else. It's gonna be- it ain't
Exactly.
gonna be time until we're using bots to fight instead of actual people.
Exactly.
You're gonna need somebody to control that AI.
You just saw old boy with the big robotic shit,
Be
right?
the highest paid person.
We're gonna be on some real life Gundam shit like real soon. Like
Real soon. You see them niggas really built one in fucking.
that shit fake, but that let me know if they wanted to put their funds up and get their guns up. We can have some real drones around this bitch for real, like real.
Who's
Zords.
on that Amazon name again?
Jeff Bezos.
You just saw
You
him
saw the shit,
with the robotic shit, right? Going in.
Lex Luthor in real life, dog.
Elon Musk, I say, is syndrome from Incredibles all day. He's syndrome all day. This motherfucker always making a new invention, bruh. And some shit get fucked up. That's why when he had the thing for his truck and they shot them and that glass shattered, I was like,
I feel like that was sabotage though, but that's something else. But I do, yeah. That fucked up everything when that glass got shattered on that.
Yeah, and he was just sitting there smiling.
He was shitting though. He ain't like that. I already knew. That nigga was slamming all kind of doors in his laboratory later that night.
Shit is crazy, man. What else we got next, man? Cam still got corona?
Yeah, Cam still got it. Gilly got it now, so
Gilmore.
I don't know, man. NFL keep pushing these games back, like we don't need to shut down shit and get shit under control. Like you don't got a bubble situation. You still letting fans come in. Y'all letting fans come in certain arenas. Like y'all don't, are they doing like a how are they doing this testing? Are they only doing mass testing when y'all find out somebody got this shit, or y'all doing preventative testing? I don't know because y'all, like I say, y'all don't have a bubble like situation. So,
even in college football, fans be packed. Talking about
Yeah.
some 25. Motherfucker, ain't no damn 25,000 people in the stadium, bro.
I was watching the Clemson Miami game. I'm like, dog, like Death Valley is cranked right now. Like I keep thinking about the Jim Jones clip. It was like Corona though, like
Yeah, corona though.
Corona though. Like,
You know what I do when I see people? I say, "What corona?" That's what I say. What corona? What we talking about?
See somewhere around that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Oh, before we deep dive into that shit, I don't mean cut you off. Before we get into that Bill Blur clip that's going around, right? So I saw that clip that he had last night that was going viral. Him talking about the white woman and how they got the nerve to hijack the movement.
Mm-hmm.
Umar been telling niggas that too.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he say he not down with multicultural like movements. Cause y'all done let white people come and hijack the shit. A lot of people saying his white women approval rating is gonna go down. The only thing I didn't like about the Bill Blur shit was him saying people of color. I hate when people say people of color.
Yeah.
But outside of that, everything he was saying was fucking facts. Everything you was saying, y'all got some nerve to be coming over here trying to hijack a movement, but then y'all stood by the racist white men do all this other shit. Y'all stood by him. That's what I say. When it comes to that when it was time for black women to really get shit pumping over here, y'all hopped y'all happy ass back over to the other side. Just calling a spade a spade. You see what I'm saying? Be interested to see how that shit play out on his end though.
Facts.
I know them white women ain't like that shit.
But yeah, like we were saying though, man, the NFL, like, they just trying to carry on like nothing's happening. Like,
They're not canceling the season.
This whole team's like, shut down. And
y'all not
shit,
even
like,
playing the game again now.
Yeah, they pushed
the Patriots Broncos game.
Yeah.
They moving that again.
They moving that. So it's like, bro, like,
That's back to back bye week
what's
type
going
shit, ain't it?
on? Like, what's going on, man? Like,
But it happened in baseball though. Baseball had a stretch, like I think in August,
mm-hmm.
where a lot of
I think
teams had to cancel
Cubs
games,
like the whole Cubs had that.
and the commissioner was like, "Hey, if y'all don't get a handle on this shit, I'm shutting this shit down."
Mm-hmm.
So NFL, well, Roger Goodell ain't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's
Roger
the difference.
Roger's
Like,
not gonna
I haven't heard Roger Goodell say anything about the possibility of shutting down.
Roger's
Like,
not canceling no season.
I remember when the MLB commission was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
we need to get something together, or this shit dead." Like,
I think it's on the
saying?
players though, because the commissioner said, "Hey, this is more so on the players. Like, if y'all don't get this shit under control, like it's like."
But then before the NFL season started, they had like Russ and them boys was like, "Yo, like, what are y'all gonna do to protect us? Like, what's going
His
on?"
wife
Like,
Sierra was pregnant at the time.
yeah, so it's like, what are we really doing here? Like, there hasn't. I feel like the NFL should have been way more proactive. Like, the NBA took their time and got this shit together. Like, they got, they haven't had any cases or anything go left. In that whole bubble shit as far as like cases and that. So it's like I don't get it. Like, y'all.
I don't think that's fair to compare though.
How?
The NBA and the NFL situation. It's not fair. I
How?
don't think. How can you do a bubble with football? With basketball, you're more inclined to bring all those, especially when you got 12 people on a roster. We talking about 53-man rosters. You just can't have a big ass fucking dome of football fields and put people there. You can have one basketball court, bring all the teams there, and you got a resort. Like, come on, I feel like it's unfair to compare the NBA and NFL situation. Because if you could do a bubble with I'm pretty sure they could do it.
Yeah, but I feel like as far as like the NFL, like it's still like it's even if you're not going to do bubble, it's still other alternatives. All right, so like if you don't like if you're not going to do a bubble, don't have 10 to 20,000 people in y'all stadium. Don't allow if you're gonna have like.
I agree. Don't have fans. Period.
If you're not gonna have a bubble. If you're not gonna have a bubble for your situation, like have it to where like if it's a game week, everybody stays at the practice facility that game week. You know what I'm saying? Nobody leaves practice facility. Y'all got it to where y'all got like a hotel that's been specifically designated for that team.
That's a good idea.
So when they leave, when everybody's there that week and nobody leaves, it's contained. You know what I'm saying? If something happens,
what about away games?
Away games, it should be sort of the same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's an away game, there should be a specific designated, like, it's plenty like practice, like, football fields and shit all over here. Like, you're not saying that they're gonna play the game there, but I
get what you're saying. Yeah,
I'm trying to get at, like, it's
that is a good idea about the practice week.
That's what I'm saying. It could have been more ways for it to be more contained. You know what I'm saying? Because you letting these people play these games, then they go back home to their family. Then they can go back out in the streets and do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So,
and they doing testing every day, so he could have just ran to the grocery store and fuck around and got that shit. You see what I'm saying? As in the bubble, everybody's in the NBA bubble. You can't go nowhere. You got daily tests. I just feel like it's easier with that sport. And like hockey, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Hockey and basketball is kind of like the same thing. So you kind of more inclined to have less positive cases with that. But I agree with what you're saying, though. I can get down with that. I think it's on team-by-team basis and being more so disciplined. Like, I'm not getting on camera about this, but he just had the picture, and his mask not even on. He got his mask up under his chin. It's like, my nigga, that's kind of probably why you in the situation that you in. Like, what the fuck you got going on? You see what I'm saying? Like, even when you sent the picture of Patrick Mahomes dapping up Gilmore after the game, y'all don't want to see Patrick Mahomes missing no games. NFL damn sure don't want that.
Like,
so it's like,
what we doing here?
Like, what we doing here? Y'all better get this shit under control, dog.
Control. Like, Steven Gilmore got this shit. Like, that shit was announced like 2 days after
we talking about
lost.
2 premier players on
exactly,
the Patriots,
like
bro.
we like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the anchors of both sides of the ball. So it's like we kind of like, what's going on
And
here?
even still, y'all still could have beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, if we had Cam, I think it would have been a different game.
You should have put in old boy earlier.
Yeah, we should have started Stedham. Like, I don't know why. Where the fuck did
I don't know where Brian Hoyer. I thought he was the backup.
Where did he come from?
I thought Stidham was the backup.
Me too. Like, where did Brian Hoyer come from? And then we switched these niggas out. Like, I feel like it was
Because Bill Belichick got the Chiefs' number as far as defense.
Like,
so y'all could have won that game.
Like, the game only got out of hand in the fourth quarter. Like,
Edelman.
I've been saying this. I say, bro, like, they never really cut our ass, bro. Like, it's a close game when we play them boys.
How
like,
the fuck Edelman dropped that bitch,
we know
bro?
how to play these niggas, bro. Like, I'm not worried about the Chiefs. Even if we get them in the playoffs, I'm not worried about that shit, bro. Like, at all.
Yeah. They be cutting the Ravens' ass.
They be cutting the Ravens' ass, bro. Like I don't know what Lamar Jackson got going on or them boys. That defense, bro. Like,
they just don't have their number.
Yeah, they don't.
Remind me of that EDP clip. We cannot beat this mother.
How's EDP doing, man?
EDP's a wild motherfucker, man.
How he doing this season? How you been holding up?
I gotta check back in on him. Because I haven't been checking in. The Eagles start off 0-3-1, so I gotta check up on EDP, man. I really do.
Hey, what's up with Eagles fans saying they run the division with that record, man?
You see it, right?
Is that
niggas sitting in the chat 7 a.m. in the morning talking about...
Is that really something to stand on, though? Like,
niggas 1-3-1 talking about they first place in their division. Like, hey, I ain't gonna shit on. I've been there before. We won Division 7. But my nigga...
I ain't standing on that.
I ain't standing on that like that now. Like, my nigga, we ain't doing that. I will say, though, them Panthers looking kind of good.
For sure.
Teddy B, holla at me, man. I told niggas, man, we got a top 10 defense. We got a top 10 offense. We got the shit coming together. I like Matt Rule, man.
Why?
Matt Rule, and the reason why I like Matt Rule is because it don't look like it's just some X's and O's shit. He looked like he really got a grip on his team, and like a lot, and you know, it's been his formula. Like he went to Temple, he turned that program around. He went to Baylor, he turned that program around, and I think he's a coach that players really buy in.
Right.
And I take that over X and O's coach any day because you can have all the X's and O's down, but if you don't have a team that buys in,
Yeah, you dead.
you pretty much dead, man. So I like what we doing. We got Atlanta today. We can't sleep on them niggas because that's a division game.
Atlanta sucks though. But
Dog, when the last? You know the last time we won in there?
I mean, this is a different.
2014.
Yeah, this is a different. It's a difference though, man. That's why I wanted that win last night in Clemson. We ain't beat them in a decade.
Jesus
So
Christ.
that's why I wanted
It's
that.
been a decade?
It's been a decade. Like that's why I want that, man. You got Clemson Twitter, and like, and that's the thing.
I saw
Salute-
last night.
Salute,
I saw it.
salute to Trevor Lawrence. Some boys, they did their thing. You know what I'm saying?
But you got smoke for Dabble,
I
huh?
got smoke for Dabble. My smoke not with. I fuck with Trevor Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Like I never have I ever spoken ill on the team.
He's actually spoken up for black people, so I ain't got no beef with Trevor Lawrence.
We've given props to Trevor Lawrence on here.
It's
for
that coach.
It's the coach, man. Like I don't want Dabble to prosper in no circumstance.
I see you got on somebody say. I thought you said you weren't watching the game.
Yeah, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Talking about Clemson haters. I'm a Dabble hater. I'm not a Clemson hater, man.
I ain't got no beef with Clemson.
Let's get this shit understood, man.
Travis Etienne is a bad motherfucker, dog.
Yeah.
That motherfucker run like Alvin Kamara, dog. That's a bad
He
motherfucker,
look a little
man.
more physical than Alvin too,
Yeah,
bro.
that motherfucker he be getting down, dog. I ain't gonna lie. That 72-yard run, they ain't got speed on him. I said, sheesh. I don't know what type of angle that safety of y'all's was taking, but I don't know. Y'all will see them again though for the championship. Cause the Coastal pretty much wrapped up.
Man,
Y'all got
when
that
we,
bitch in.
when we had that first play when Trevor threw that pick and they called us offsides, I was like, yeah, it's about to be one of them nights, bro.
Y'all was lining up offsides all night too.
But
That's
they
discipline.
was lined off. It was both sides. Like I saw, but this is the thing. This is the thing. It's easy to say, well, shit, they was doing it too. You know, it should have been called more fairly. My thing is, don't let it come down to the refs getting you out of the game, my nigga. At the end of the day, you know what you cannot do, especially on the road. You're in Death Valley. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know how this shit going to play out, bro. You can't be offsides. You know what I'm saying? You can't, it's like you say, like, it's just certain discipline things you can't do. You can't do this shit, bro. Like, you just can't do. And like I said, like, when I saw that pick, I was like, oh, we bringing the chain out already, dog. I was like, then they throw the flag, and then it was like another play, like when my boy got ejected for the targeting hit,
yeah.
but it was another play like when Dog targeted too on Derrick King, but it's like, you know, it is what it is. Like we can't get caught up on that shit, bro.
Y'all see them again.
Yeah, like we can't.
Y'all see them again because that Coastal Division is ass. I meant to send you this video last week when y'all played us and talking about how you social distance. And I don't know who the fuck that Florida State cornerback was, but when that wide receiver from Miami came off that line, it was like, oh my goodness, my nigga, like you
torch.
It was a track meet, and you already was playing 5 yards off the ball, so you already gave him 5 yard cushion.
And then you got beat on another.
Oh my god, that shit was nasty. But that's why I didn't really be talking shit about that Miami Florida State game. I knew y'all was gonna cut our ass. Like that shit was ugly. That shit was ugly. But y'all see them again though.
Yeah,
y'all see them again.
Like everybody was.
Y'all
like,
are getting better though. Y'all are getting better.
We were 7 last night, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
Y'all probably won't fall that far. That was a road loss. So
yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I ain't tripping, man. Salute to them boys, man. They did their thing.
NBA Finals, man.
Let's get into it, man.
Hey man, Ross is a funny motherfucker, dog. That nigga had me dying. Said Kendrick Nunn, I'm taking a lap around that house for the 3 you made, Kendrick Nunn. I ain't gonna go the whole way because this bitch is big. I'm tired.
And so what you think about that game, though? What you think about that game?
Good game, man.
What do you think
Miami
about,
not playing with these niggas, man.
What do you think about Anthony Davis, man? Is he too fragile? Like
I would never dap up Anthony Davis. He might tear a pectoral muscle. I don't want to be the reason that he got a torn pectoral.
I ain't gonna lie. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, is this nigga Achilles done?" Because the way he went down, I was like,
He did say
oh.
his heel is fucked up, but it's a heel.
Yeah, it's not like a
Yeah, the KD shit. I don't know, man. I'm telling you right now, though, if this bitch goes 7, I'm putting money on Miami. I'm putting bets out there. You
putting the house on Miami? Or you
no, hell no. I'm talking putting bets out there.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you putting the house, like, you putting it all, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting a 10K, 5K wager on the Heat. Like,
No.
you just gonna put some bread up.
Yeah, let's put some bread up. You would do that too? We talking about game 7. This shit shouldn't go 7.
Yeah, if this go 7, Miami might fuck around and wipe noses because Iguodala been here before.
And it's not like these niggas is like people keep. This is what I don't like. See, y'all had the video montage, right? Blazers won 1 game. Rockets won 1 game.
It was looking like that. It was looking
Nuggets
like
won.
it, yeah.
The Heat done got 2 on y'all. Only team to get 2 on y'all. So don't compare them to these niggas. Obviously, they doing something that these other teams ain't doing.
Cause like you know,
Get credit where credit is due.
The story so far has been adjustments. The Lakers have made adjustments and have killed niggas based off those adjustments off that first loss.
Mm-hmm.
This finals right here, let's look a little different, man. Especially with AD getting hurt. Even when he got hurt, he still almost had 30 points. So it's like, you know, he was 28 and what, 12 or 13 rebounds. He was there. You know what I'm saying?
You better blow him out tonight, because if it's close, you're gonna lose. That's all I got to say. If it's a close game, the Heat coming away with the win.
Yeah, I need to win by at least 10 to 15 points.
Don't fuck around and bullshit with these niggas. Duncan Robinson.
And LeBron was there too. LeBron, 40 points, you know what I'm saying?
And he had a bad first half, but he stepped the fuck up second half. That's why I couldn't blame him.
I don't understand.
I couldn't blame him.
And you got like niggas like Famous Los pulling up JUCO footage, talking about they would have took the shot. But niggas, stop it, man.
Dog went out sad, innit?
Like, nigga went out super sad. Like, that's the lamest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I was gonna go pro till my ACL got hurt, innit?
Them boys was calling this nigga
Al Bundy, innit?
Al Bundy at Polk State.
She was hilarious. I say this about LeBron. He made the right play. Danny Green, as soon as that bitch left his hand,
airballed the shit.
I said, this shit is an airball. I'm surprised it hit the fucking rim. When it left his hand, I said, this bitch is short. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Like, that shit was in the sky way too long. I was like, oh,
the only thing I'll say is with LeBron is that he had it long enough at the top of the key to just go ahead and attack, because you only down 1. So in my opinion, you could have just attacked. You only down 1. You live and die with the and 1.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but he did make the right play, and I had to mute Paxson and Kerr on the TL, man. Niggas won't bring up this Paxson and Kerr shit, bro. Like, this nigga is live rent free in y'all fucking heads, bro. And niggas keep saying he didn't pass it to Kerr. That's how I know niggas didn't. I mean, he didn't pass it to Paxson. That was a original drawn up play. You see what I'm saying? Like, the double team came for him on C. Kerr. That's different. Like, let the shit go, man. Nigga, make a shot. And I see a lot of niggas playing both sides of the fence, too, because I had conversations with my homeboy, and you told this man one thing, and you told me the complete opposite. So pick a side, my nigga, when it came to, LeBron need to pass the ball, need to stop letting these other players save him. But then on the flip side, you say this man shouldn't get no blame. So which is it? You know who you are.
LeBron made the right play. He made the right play.
I mean, the man had 40 and 13. What you want him to do? Everybody else on the team should have been blamed for that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas telling me LeBron should have had 50.
No, he had 7 points in the first half. He came back and he bust ass in the second half. What are we talking about?
Convincingly, like, he was cutting ass.
So what that mean? He scored 33 in the second half. What more you want?
Yeah.
Niggas talking about some Kyrie.
Why are we talking about Kyrie? Why are we talking about Kyrie now?
Somebody sent me a clip said when I was talking about Kyrie, talking about how LeBron quote unquote go make the right play. And I was like, Kyrie gonna shoot that bitch. He's like, man, fuck all that make the right play shit. Nigga, shoot that bitch. I'm like, yeah, but at the same time too, it's like he drove, they came. When you attract, you get to your shooter. Danny Green, you're a 3-point shooter. Make this shit.
Like,
shit was pathetic as fuck, bro.
He had enough time to even dribble up.
My nigga, he could have booked a trip and came back and still made that shot. Yeah. And when it left his hand, I'm like, my nigga.
Danny Green had enough time to go get his hot pocket out the microwave, come back, cool it off some, and take the shot, and to continue with his hot pocket.
That shot told me he wasn't ready. He was scared. That shit was damn near airball.
You've been clunking it the whole night. You hit a couple threes.
And Duncan Robinson gave you 26 on top of that. Now, don't let Duncan Robinson get shut down in the knee. You let Tyler Hero get off. And he can create somewhat of his own shot. Duncan Robinson, he's just a set shooter, but this goes back to coaching. Eric Spoelstra has been doing a great job of coaching. That's all I can say. He's better than Mike Malone. He's better than Mike D'Antoni. He's better than Stotts. So he can make adjustments too. He's been making adjustments too. Shout out to Bam. Bam doing this thing. Now, would the Dodgers come back? That's a problem.
Dodgers come back tonight.
I say if.
Oh.
You gotta worry about that.
And I still got to see how AD look starting this game off.
Man, he say he playing, man. He say he be all right.
Yeah, he gonna play, but I mean, shit.
He going to that same spot every time he get hurt, too. I noticed that. That same part behind the basketball goal.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, what? You hurt again?
Nigga made a play though, man. Nigga made a claymation, bro. Like, I just don't get it, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I fuck with 80, but it's like, you know, what's going on here? He made of feathers, man. Like, I just don't get it. Like, that was a winnable game, man.
Niggas is ready. Ross said, no, they had the deep captions ready. You know, when God places a mountain in front of you, you're supposed to climb. Keep climbing.
They had the Larry O'Brien out there.
Yeah, they had it out there. They had it out
the
there.
Louis trunk and shit, dog. Like, they had it like.
They said they had the machine that was ready to shoot the confetti out for the boy. Ross had me fucking crying. He said that the Illuminati who did that to AD. That the AD, go ahead and sit down. You done aggravated something. You go ahead and sit down. But I will say though, Lakers fans is funny. JT, you a funny nigga, man.
What JT do, man?
Niggas talking about jerseys.
The show, man.
Niggas talking about the jerseys.
But what JT
They should be able to wear the jerseys again. They should be able to wear the jerseys. It's just a jersey, my nigga. Y'all was the one saying, oh, we undefeated in the Black Mamba jerseys. We undefeated in the black. Y'all was ready to pop that champagne Friday night. You was ready to get in your bag. You had the Kobe Bryant jerseys on. Now when you lose, it's, oh, don't wear the jerseys again. Throw them shit. No, wear them again. This is not the NBA store and NBA Live, my nigga, that gives you attribute boosts. This is not that. Wear them jerseys again. A jersey shouldn't have no psychological effect on y'all. Am I right or wrong? I'm just being real here. A jersey shouldn't have psychological effect on y'all.
It should, but I don't think GT was saying that. I think y'all was kind of saying the same shit, honestly.
He's saying don't wear them again, though. Why?
I don't know.
Why not wear them? Throw them on again. Put them on again tonight. Put them on again tonight. Huh? Calvin got niggas shook. Niggas that took that L in the mama jerseys. Y'all boy, but 20-1. It's only one loss. Y'all still up 3-2. What's the problem?
This shit better be over with tonight or
Tuesday. Let's talk about it.
That's all I can really say.
But can you imagine the TL if the Lakers lose tonight? Oh my God, dog. Oh my God.
I don't think Philly can do that again, but they got a chance of losing. That's all that matters.
They role players are playing better. I'll say that. I think it boils down to the role players.
Yeah.
The Miami Heat role players are outplaying. No matter if Braun gave you 40 and AD gave you 28. That's 68 points.
Yeah. What Kuzma do? Alex Caruso, how much did you score?
No, it's the Crickets,
KCP
right?
showed up, though. I'll say that. KCP been balling. You know, it is what it is, man. Handle your business. That's all I'm going to really say.
Handle your BI.
Hey, when is the draft and all this shit coming up? Like,
They push it back. I think it's November.
so when the next season will start? January or something?
That's what they were saying, aiming for January. I think it's going to be pushed back, though. Probably.
The boys going to be tired, bro.
Yeah, for sure. You coming on because the NBA Finals is going to be over this week. So.
Then it's going to be November before you know it. Then right back to playing ball again.
The Bulls already running trailer camp.
Yeah, what I'm saying. Niggas been in camp now. I see the Hornets been in camp and shit, too. So, you know, man.
So that's all we got, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Good?
I'm good.
Shout out to all the listeners as usual, man. Shout out to y'all subscribing on YouTube, iTunes. SoundCloud. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the feedback. Write a review too. Leave a review on iTunes. That'll be appreciated. Shout out to everybody doing their thing, man.
For sure, man. So like we say every episode, man, if you hear anything on the show to get you in your feelings, always remember.
We just some messages.
We out.